Welcome to Mario's Super Picross. Today we are going to be going through a bunch of features that occurred in the SNES version but are absent from the Wii Virtual Console version. Well, I'm in Europe and people might have been playing it in the USA, so I really don't know what difference is correct. Anywho, the first one is 6-J. Now 6-J 6-J is supposed to be Marilyn Monroe in the SNES version. In this Wii Virtual Console version, it's meant to be a tortoise. And you'll notice that it's different due to the different window chisel amount. So basically check on the numbers as well. They are way different as well. There are more zeros there rather than there are more zeros in the Marilyn Monroe thing than there are in this tortoise and stuff. So yeah, just follow what I am doing and you should be alright. Just ignore the time penalties that occur in there as well. Also, I did make a bit of a pause at the end. I just had to figure out where I was missing that one tile I needed to hit. But that is the dilemma on a bunch of these puzzles as well. You just have a time error as well, and then you're like, oh my goodness, where have I made a mistake? I need to see that. But then you just chisel out the wrong block by accident, and then you keep doing it as well until your timer eventually runs out from 30 minutes that they give you, and then it's game over. So yeah, I'm afraid that is the dilemma, so you'll just have to put up with it. But either way, just follow what I'm doing, please, and yeah, you should be good. We're also going to be doing Wario's puzzles, which I think are 2-B and 5-L. 5-L was the one that frustrated me and my family the most, but we'll get onto that a bit later. But for now, let's try and finish this off. So yeah, I was missing a couple of tiles I needed to hit in the middle with the 3, 5, 2 on the top row, so basically I had to hit those off. But yeah, if you just follow what I'm doing, just ignore what I was doing for those time penalties, though they're really not relevant. What matters now is you complete the puzzle if you're playing this on the Wii Virtual Console. So keep this in mind. Then I had to figure out where I made my errors, because I really didn't know from there. Anywho, I'll just rewind this part until I find the error. And so there we go. So that is that puzzle completed. And as you can tell, it's a tortoise. Yeah, that Japanese language, it translates to tortoise. But anywho, let's move on to Wario's mode, shall we? I accidentally pressed out of that, but as you can tell, I'd already completed this file, what I was on now. But anywho, let's go to Wario's mode, and then we can go off to level 2B, which is actually one of the other differences in the process. So for this puzzle, you might notice that the left side and the top side part of the chiseling area, it's quite different. The main reason being it's because it had a bunch of differences on the Wii Virtual Console version, and I heard that some people had many problems trying to beat this. But anywho, 2B, it was supposed to be Tetris, so basically it's kind of like this Tetris thing. So basically they did those iconic blocks where they basically went ahead and tried to get a line, and then they just left it there when they were animating it. Anywho, this one was supposed to be a Tetris in the SNES version, but as I'm showing this to you now on the Wii console version, it's meant to be a hermit crab. So yeah, it's a hermit crab. But anywho, actually I might explain what Wario's Picross is. So I'll also put the tutorial section of Mario's Super Picross once I have done my first LP on that. So then, what happens in Wario's Super Picross? Actually, I'll explain the rules of Mario. So, the numbers on the top and the numbers on the left hand side show you how many blocks you'll need to chisel down. So if you solve it correctly, it should give you the puzzle. So for example, like the upper numbers show you how many blocks you need to chisel in a downward direction. So the left ones are 7, so you need to chisel 7 consecutive blocks. Then the numbers on the left side showing you how many blocks you need to chisel from a left to right direction. So that one's a 2 and a 2. So you need to chisel 2 consecutive blocks, leaving at least another 2 consecutive blocks, leaving at least a 1 block space on both between the lines. So you'll have a 30-minute timer in Mario's mode, and if it runs out, it's game over. If you chisel the wrong block, then you'll get a time penalty. And you can also use hints to clear out a bunch of chisel blocks. You can also use hints in the menu, but that'll cost you some time though. So use it wisely, it'll deduct 5 minutes from the timer. Now for this one, Wario's mode, it's quite similar to Mario's mode, except the timer goes up and you're not even given any hints or hint roulette or whatever. Instead, it's replaced by trial and error mode, and you're not even told where you made mistakes. So basically just chisel as much as you like and just solve the puzzle, whichever comes sooner. But anywho, this is meant to be a hermit crab. So you can see my background there. I was recording this voice after I had finished recording that. So then for level 5L, now this was the one that frustrated me the most, believe it or not. For level 5L, so what happened was that basically a long time ago, I think it was about 6 or 5, no, it was about like 4 years ago, I was trying my luck to figure this out. I even tried to ask my family for help, but they just took just as long as I did. So eventually, like, we ended up having our timer up there tick down all the way up to 99 minutes. So we spent about 99 minutes and 59 seconds trying to figure this puzzle out. And boy, did it stress us out way too much. So yeah, in total, it took me us a very long time. It took about 3 hours. And that was that last puzzle I had to solve. When I was looking up tutorials of how to do 5-L, it wouldn't have the same results as the Wii console version. The SNES version, by the way, was the famous painting the screen. So 5-L, it was supposed to be the famous painting the screen. You know, the one by Edvard Munch, which is supposed to be this Norwegian expressionist. It was compositioned by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch between 1893 and 1910. So basically, he painted emotions and stuff. So that was the scream. In this one, it's supposed to be a iguana. So I really don't know what's been going on. The thing is, there's not really much pop culture references actually for this game. Mainly because they don't take much references from any other games. So yeah, me and my family, we spent about quite a lot of time attempting to figure this one out. And at the end, I just made my own stupid mistake. I just accidentally just didn't chisel out the last of the tongue of the iguana, which was honestly really dumb of me. So then basically, yeah, it took me all that time to figure it out. And there was one or two blocks I also needed to chisel in order to finish this off. But anywho, should you follow this pattern, and you should be good. I'm right there with you guys if you're trying to figure this out. I also saw someone else commented that they were having trouble on 5-L. So basically, someone commented they had trouble on 5-L. I don't know whether they solved it or not, because it's only been like 6 years since I've played this game, or 4 years, and if you haven't solved it, here's your answer then. So yeah, there's your answer as well. Anywho, now we get onto the boring pause part, so I'll just rewind this. And so there we go. So that is the last of the puzzle as well, and indeed the last puzzle of this video. So yeah, that was supposed to be the differences between the SNES version and the Wii Virtual Console version. So yeah, so many people have had problems, but if you have any problems with doing all this, you know I've got the answers for you as well, if you're planning on trying to finish them off on the Wii console Virtual Console version. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. Hit that big fat thumbs up button and subscribe to Team Marky Boy today. See you later, dude!